At 6:51, it's time now for our Tuesday morning sprint here on Good Morning Northwest. We'll check in with Chief Meteorologist Kristen Walls in just a minute, but first here's a look at today's top stories. A grass field in Franklin County caught fire yesterday, burning at least 5 acres under some power lines. It happened around 5 p.m. in Pasco near Martindale and Decker Roads. Officials say a homeowner was burning weeds when it got out of control and spread to an outbuilding full of hay. The fire burned about 5 acres and burned through one abandoned trailer and 2 outbuildings. Thankfully, there were no reported injuries. And a vehicle catches fire at a gas pump in West Richland. Take a look. Police there say the vehicle was abandoned at the Circle K gas pumps. When Benton County Fire District Number 4 got on scene, they quickly put out the flames. Police say they found the driver not too long afterwards, and they were arrested for reckless endangerment and driving on a suspended license. There was no damage done to the pumps. Firefighters helped knock out a fire at a large cold storage building in Grandview last night. This picture comes to us from the department. Last night around 9, firefighters were on scene helping the City of Grandview Fire Department as smoke and fire filled the interior of the building. Together they contained the fire. No word yet on any injuries. And crews in Pendleton were working to put out a brush fire. Witnesses say they saw heavy smoke in the air around 3:45 p.m. Monday near Southwest 3rd Street. One person could see smoke a few blocks away. They said they were outside their home when they heard fire trucks all over town. It's unclear exactly what started the fire or how much burned. We'll continue to keep you up to date on yaktrinews.com. Flames broke out in a haystack and set over 100 tires on fire in Yakima. It spread to over 200 tons of hay on Saturday. Crews were able to respond quickly and put out the flames. They stayed for hours to mop up the fire and clear any hot spots. After 4 days of no school plus Labor Day weekend, students and teachers in Kennewick will be back in class this morning. On Friday, the Kennewick Education Association ratified a new contract. In it is competitive pay, increased safety measures, and class size caps. The final version of the contract won't be completed for about a month. The district will determine at a future board meeting when students will make up the 4 missed days. And Ellensburg teachers avoiding a strike after unanimously ratifying their contract last night. A few highlights of the new contract include new agreements on class size targets, parameters on testing and training, making efforts to keep teachers in classrooms with students, and, of course, competitive salaries. Members voted 100% to ratify the agreement. Teachers begin the new school year today, and school will begin with students on Wednesday, September 4th. Deputies hit the water this weekend to make sure people were safe and following laws while on kayaks and paddleboards. Benton and Franklin counties had 49 vessel inspections and 33 paddleboard and kayak inspections. They say many people didn't have life jackets or personal floating devices and didn't have whistles. They were giving out whistles to people that didn't have them. The Washington State Department of Transportation has started their repainting project of the Blue Bridge. Washington State DOT says that the paint is deteriorated and peeling, exposing the steel to weather. The project will clean and repaint the steel surface of the bridge to restore, revitalize, and prolong the life of the bridge. The project is expected to be finished by fall of 2020. Work to empty old waste tanks at Hanford is now underway. Workers are pumping radioactive waste from multiple leak-prone underground tanks for the first time in nearly 2 years. The waste will be transferred to newer double-shell tanks for storage until it can be treated for permanent disposal. The Washington State Department of Ecology called it the beginning of another significant phase in the Hanford cleanup. The city of Pendleton removing 2,000 cubic yards of gravel and rock from McKay Creek. This comes after the flooding in April. Now the city is seeking permits to clear thousands more cubic yards of gravel from the creek before the end of winter and the possibility of more spring flooding.
And as we give you a live look outside right now, this is from the Legend Skycam Network in Toppenish. Back to that beautiful blue sky. Kids heading back to school today. We have a lot of folks, of course, heading back to work as well. Should have the sunshine sticking around all day long. Let's talk temperatures, though, at 6:55. Numbers right now down to 56 in the Tri-Cities. Some 60s along the foothills of the Blues with 61 in Pendleton, 65 degrees in Walla Walla. Toppenish, good morning to you. You're at 59 and 53 for Yakima. But very quiet around the Pacific Northwest. That sunshine will continue as well all along the coast, Seattle and Portland. So this should remain this way for the next couple of days. And I do think numbers, at least this afternoon, will just be a little bit warmer than what we had out there for your Labor Day. So here's a look at it later on this afternoon. Mostly sunny sky, not a whole lot of changes. We're going to continue to have that sunshine through about the middle of the work week. Now, watching some changes towards the end of the work week. We will have the clouds building in on Thursday. I do think we'll be dry throughout the majority of the day on Thursday, but notice some of that wet weather slowly starting to build into central parts of Oregon. That'll arrive throughout the overnight hours Thursday and then into early Friday morning, so it won't last too long, going back to some drier conditions as we head towards Friday afternoon. So temperatures out there for today, back to lots of sunshine. Well, again, we're going to heat things up. We're looking at that high of 92 in the Tri-Cities, 91 Walla Walla, 88 for Ellensburg, and 90 degrees for Yakima. Let's get you over to the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. So we'll have that rain chance again late Thursday into Friday. Temperatures, though, cooling down just a bit for your upcoming weekend. I do think we'll have a dry day on Saturday. Another rain chance is expected on Sunday, and that'll drop our temperatures down to 82. We even have one day down into the 70s. 78 degrees for your high on Monday. Slight chance for that stray shower. And then here's your 7-day forecast as well for Yakima. We're going to have that mostly sunny sky through the middle of the work week. We're going to have that high temperature of 87 on Wednesday. Then by Thursday and Friday, we'll have another late day rain shower developing, a little bit cooler for your weekend.
Sounded good. Thank you so much for that update, Kristen. And thank you so much for waking up with us on Good Morning Northwest. Of course, you can always find more local news at yaktrinews.com. Good Morning America is next. We want to wish a very good first day of school to all of the Kennewick students who are heading out probably right about now, huh?
That's right.
Again, thank you for joining us and have a wonderful day.